Good morning, everyone. It is a Saturday morning, and I'm just sharing with you guys another update on my fall container garden. So, this is 2 weeks later, and I'm just going to show you guys the growth of everything. So, this is my brassicas that are planted in the buckets. If you go to my previous videos on when I got these planted in the bucket, I believe it was actually just a month ago in October. The seeds for all of these brassicas, some was started in August and some was started in October. So just gonna give you guys just a little glance over everything. Okay, so from my last video, everything has doubled in size, and I do believe pretty soon that my cabbage and my broccoli will be producing heads pretty soon. So these are my broccoli plants on this first row. And last Saturday I hit them up with some fish fertilizer. So I fertilized these last Saturday. These are my cabbages that the row that I'm coming up on. And as you can see here, something definitely has been there we go. There's a worm right there. But yeah, so some worms definitely have been eating. There's another one eating my cabbages. So as you can see, this particular plant here has a lot of holes in it, so I'm just gonna pick this off and crush it. And look for some more worms, because they will definitely like eat your whole entire plant up. And they have almost eaten this whole entire plant up. I did come out here last Saturday and sprayed some BT on my cabbage plants. So since then we have had a couple of more rainy days, so I'm pretty sure that the BT that was on here has washed off and I just have to reapply it. But it appears that this whole week we've had cooler temperatures, so I'm hoping that from now on, from here, if the temperatures are cool enough, that I won't have to worry about seeing any more worms on my cabbage plants. So these three right here are my biggest ones, and as you can see, they are soon collecting their leaves to make the cabbage heads. Also, the ones that didn't get very big, they also are collecting their leaves in the center to grow their cabbage heads. Alright, so these are a few collard greens that I have planted in the bucket. They have gotten a little bit bigger, but still have a lot of more growing to do. And everything is coming along surely but slowly. Not as fast as I would like, but of course, you have the weather and other environmental things to factor in as well. But these are the mustard greens, and I've harvested off of them for the third time last Saturday as well. So if they looking kind of bare and naked, that would be the reason why they're looking bare and naked, because I harvested some leaves off of these last weekend. So it's going to take maybe a week or so for the mustard greens to, produce more leaves. So you guys, this is so far how everything is looking with everything planted in the buckets. All right, and these are my mustard greens. I have some bok choy and collard greens and 2 broccoli plants planted all right here in the grow bag area. So I'm thinking about that I may plant some more collard greens and maybe some more mustard greens in this area as well. I have plenty of cabbage as for now, and I really want to have more collard greens and mustard greens, and maybe even some turnip greens as well if I can. I may have to find, at this point, I may have to find some transplants, but most of everything that you see here and also in my buckets, I started from seed myself. So at this point, if I want more vegetables, I think I may just have to see if there's any more transplants available at the local big box stores, and if they're healthy looking. I don't know about you guys, but at both of my big box stores here, Home Depot and Lowe's, the transplants at both stores just didn't look all that healthy to me. So I'm not for sure if it's my area or if it been like that, just across, the U.S., wherever the big box stores are located. But even at my local feed and seed store, they also sell transplants as well, and their transplants weren't looking very healthy as well. So I kind of just feel a little indifferent about purchasing the transplants, having to spend your money on transplants, and they may or may not fall through. So that's why I always push to start my own seeds, because I know how I taken care of it. I know what all went into my soil and everything like that. So if I can find some healthy transplants at a store that may look like they will produce, then that's what I would do to plant me some more collard greens and such. So this right here is just some pepper plants that I left in the pool and in this little long window planter thing here. I do have to get around to overwintering these plants as well. I just have to purchase some more pots to plant these in and get these trimmed and repotted, because I have a lot of pepper plants that I don't think that I would have to start pepper seeds for next year, because I think I will have lots of hot pepper plants. What I do want is more bell pepper plants, because my bell peppers this year didn't do that well, and I think that would be maybe the only pepper that I would start, maybe bell peppers and banana peppers. And I do have in my back garden bed, which is back there, I do have maybe about 12 jalapeno, Tabasco, and it may be one little cayenne pepper plant back there, but I do have some pepper plants back there that I also have to overwinter as well. Since the temperatures have gotten cooler, I think it's time for me to just go ahead and get those dug up and just get everything potted up for the winter. And also just a little quick life update. I have recently started back working, and I have my old job back, which is I'm a medical assistant, so I have my old job back, and I'm working, at a clinic. So, and you can Google what a medical assistant is. You pretty much are certified to work in doctor offices with nurses, nurse practitioners, medical doctors. You pretty much work up the patients for them. You do lab work and just, office procedures for, the nurses and doctors or providers. So this will make my second week that I have been back to working. So the only time that I have to maybe do a gardening video will be on the weekends, because my shift is a morning shift. I get off at 5, and since daylight saving time is not, in effect anymore, when I get off work, it's dark. So the only time I'll be able to, do a gardening video would be, on the weekend. So you guys, just sharing you my garden update. Today I will be heading over to my mom's house to show you guys how her garden is doing. I did have to, for the third time, replant some more things in her garden, and also I may have to refix her tent thing back over her garden. So I will be heading over there later today, and I also have to fertilize with some fish emulsion her garden as well. So stay tuned. Alright, this is my mother's garden. I hope you guys can see through the net. So these are her collard greens, and they are trying to get a little bit bigger. And these are the cauliflowers. Then I got some broccoli right here. And right in here, where mustard greens, I think she harvested some leaves off her mustard greens. And she has about 4 cabbage plants. So everything is coming along slowly but surely. I'm gonna have to fix this netting back up because it's starting to sag. But yep, that's about it for right now. There was a lot of zinnias planted in here as well, and they have spread it all over the garden. So that's the update on that. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that I do have a few more transplants I have mostly bok choy, and I repotted them in bigger pots, and they are definitely ready to be planted out. So I may have to get more grow bags and try to get these planted out. Now this one is a Morris Head little collard green, so I'm not for sure how strong of a transplant that it may be, because it was these were some of the struggling transplants that I didn't really have faith that they would grow any bigger than what they were. And I have this one broccoli plant over here. So when I get more grow bags, I'm going to try to get as many of these planted out, because I don't believe in wasting food. It is food, and it has a chance to grow. So I know I said I didn't want to dig up one of my garden beds in my backyard to plant some things, but I may wind up doing at least digging up one of my garden beds, or I'm thinking about buying me the metal garden beds that I see everyone have. So there may be a video coming soon of me purchasing a garden bed and installing it and planting some veggies in it. So I'm not for sure yet, but I think that would be something that I want to do before it get too cold here.